Hey everyone, so I'm constantly being asked to do an updated autograph collection. I haven't done an autograph collection since I think 2011, so I thought it's finally about time that I did one. Now what you can see on the bed in front of you is my entire autograph collection, apart from books that have been signed and my Helena Bonham Carter autographs. If you don't mind, I'd like to keep my Helena ones private just because I need at least something personal to me. But as you can see, this is substantially smaller than my last collection update, and that's because about 2 years ago, pretty much after I filmed that video, I just kind of stopped collecting autographs. I realised it was a hobby from my childhood, a hobby from my youth that just didn't carry across into adulthood. You know, we all have those hobbies that just don't correspond with what we want from our adult life, and unfortunately I think for me this is one of them. But I've kept my favourites. I gave most of the others to a fellow collector, sold some on eBay for a charity auction, things like that. But these are my special ones, so obviously to me these do mean a lot. So I'm going to take you through them one by one. Won't go into too much detail about them because I don't want the video to be too long. But most of the addresses for these are from on fanmail.biz, but if you've got any questions, do leave them in the comments. But let's have a closer look at them. So the first ones we have are from Beth Broderick, Aunt Zelda and Sabrina. There are 2 general headshots and 2 Zelda ones. Then moving over we have Billie Piper. I think when I first got Billie Piper's I probably had a wee bit of a heart attack. I was very, very excited. Obviously 3 roses and a Belle de Jour. Then we have my beloved David Tennant ones. Every time I received one of these I was over the moon. And they are just absolutely gorgeous, and they always will be. Part of me is tempted to write to him again, but I know that if I do, the whole obsession with autographs again will be started. Ellie Crisell, which I've had for ages. Ellie, and then we have Andrea McLean. Both of these are kind of my first ever inspirations in life regarding my journalistic written career, so I'm eternally grateful for those. Moving down we have 2 Tracy-Ann Obermans. That one came from when I was obsessed with EastEnders, and then this one I kind of wrote to her when she was in Doctor Who. Camille Coduri. Camille is one of my favourite repliers ever. She always wrote with the sweetest responses and the most thorough responses as well. And although I've not written to her in quite a few years, I'm assuming it's still the same. I wouldn't expect any change. Moving over, we have Melissa Joan Hart. As many of you will know, I'm a massive Sabrina fan. The biggest Sabrina fan, I will put that on the table. So I've got quite a few of these. I've got 2 Melissa and Joy. In fact, I've got 3 Melissa and Joy, because there's one over here, Dancing with the Stars, and then I have a couple of different Sabrina ones there. So I do love those. Then we have Derek Acorah. A friend got me the big one when he met him, and then this little one is from when I met him the very end of 2011. Then we have Joyner. Joyner is in the same league as Camille Coduri when it comes to replying. Maybe that slowed down a bit once she's had her children. Most of these were from pre-children. But even afterwards, she was absolutely fantastic. I've got some pictures I sent her myself, ones from No Angels and things. Then we have the EastEnders cast cards, Battles in Time, and then a really awkward picture from when I met her. I sent her that to sign, and she was lovely enough to do so. Lynda Bellingham is by far my favourite person to write to. I've met her a few times. She's absolutely lovely. And this is just a little collection of my correspondences with her. She's brilliant, and there's nobody in the world I'd rather write to be perfectly honest. I do love her. The rest are basically individual autographs, kind of just random ones that I've kept that are not necessarily in packs, whereas the rest of them are kind of multiples. These are just on their own. Kingston, I completely forgot I had her. I must have received her when I just stopped collecting, so I wasn't really that enthusiastic. And I was going through this a couple of weeks ago, and I saw it, and I screamed nearly. I just completely forgot I had it. It was like I'd received it for the first time again. I was such a child. Then we have Kirsten O'Brien, and on the back it's actually got a pre-signed Mark Speight. So that's quite special, I like that. Karen Gillan. This one is Sherrie Hewson. As you would have seen with the Lynda Bellingham one, they do have these pre-signed, but Sherrie's signed that. Coleen Nolan. Wilson Nimmo, who of course is Miss Hooley, and there's a lovely wee note on the back. Anita Dobson. She's actually signed the lyrics to Anyone Can Fall in Love for me as well. I sent her those, oh god, about 5 years ago now. And if I remember, she was quite a quick reply. She's really lovely to write to as well. Barrowman. How can you not love Barrowman? Catherine Tate. As you can see, most of the ones I've kept are kind of Doctor Who related. Matt Smith. And before anybody asks, no, I will not be writing to Peter Capaldi. Just because, again, I don't want to collect autographs. It's not something I'm fanatic about anymore. Jacqueline Wilson, this image melts my heart. Just look at the bookcase behind her. From what I can see, all of those books are hers, which is, you know, a massive, massive achievement. She's wonderful, and there's a wee note on the back of that one. Kim Medcalf, which was my very first autograph. This one was the very first autograph I ever received, and the day that came through the post, I cried. It was a wonderful day. I was like 12 years old or something. Daniella Westbrook. Eve Myles. This one's unfortunately got a bit of damage on it. I'm not sure what that is, but I still love it. And last but not least, Elisabeth Sladen, which I'm very fortunate to have, and I wouldn't part with that one. Of course I wouldn't. But yeah, that is my updated autograph collection. As I said, I don't really collect many more apart from, I've got Helena's. I'd really love Tim Burton's, but aside from that, this is pretty much as it stands. So if you do have any questions regarding autograph collecting, do let me know. My gentleman friend does still collect them, so I still do get that excitement of waiting for them, but I just wait for them through him. He's currently waiting for a response from Maggie Smith, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what happens with that one. But yeah, so thank you to everybody who's requested this video. I apologise for the delay with getting it done. I just thought I've got the time, so I'm going to sit through them and go through them all and work out what's there and do the video. So let me know if you've got any suggestions for any future videos, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!